Hello, hello, and welcome back, or welcome. Today, we're in my kitchen, which is a bit different. Also, I'm unrecognisable because I've decided to straighten my hair. My mum was like, Lorna, I've been watching YouTube videos, and on your channel, it just looks ridiculous because I'm a straight hair person. I like to straighten my hair, even though, as you know, my hair is very curly. And I used to straighten it always for my videos, and then we went into lockdown, and I was like, do you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to not put heat on my hair, so that's what I did. I haven't straightened my hair or dried it with a hairdryer for like 12 weeks. But she was like, you need to do a video where you've got straight hair. She was like, it just looks silly. So here we are, I've straightened my hair. It's an extreme length, so you know, I might actually have to get over my fear of the hairdressers and get someone to cut my hair at some point. I love this length, but it just needs a bit of a, you know, bit of a healthy chop, chop. Anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be a 3-day vlog, 3-day reading vlog. So I am a little bit behind on my reading. I set myself 8 books this month and I've only read 4. So essentially it's just not going well. I had a couple of days where I read loads, and because my friend has moved into my flat, I've just not read so much because we've been watching like Disney Plus and Netflix, getting sewing machines out, little sewing bee. So I do need to catch up on my reading. Now the book I'm currently reading is The 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. I think this is why I've got a bit behind, because I just don't really like reading big books. I feel like it's such a commitment. And if you're reading a smaller book, I can sit down and within half a day, I'm already done. So I've read this much of this book. And this is really daunting. So this is the challenge for today, to get a big chunk of this read. So over the next 3 days, hopefully I'm going to be able to finish this one. And then for the rest of the month, I do need to finish because we're on the 20th of the month and I'm only halfway through my goal for the month. Internally screaming. So, after I finished The 1+1 by Jojo Moyes, I also am going to read this month Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Got a little pretty cover. The Cottage, what does that say? The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. I wanted to say The Cottage on Holiday Sun. Isolation Brain. The Cottage on Sunshine Beach by Holly Marten, and The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. So that's a lot of reading. I'm not going to read all of those in the next 3 days because the next 3 days will take us to, when will it take us to? 23rd. I swear I'm smart, I just don't have the brain capacity at the moment. 23rd, it'll take us to the 23rd. So I've got still 7 days before the end of the month. What month are we in? June. 30 days September. April, June and November. Yes, 30 days in this month. Christ, am I sure I want to do a reading vlog at the moment? Because I've obviously not got the capabilities for this. So I'll have 7 days after this reading vlog finishes. So really, I don't need to read all these. It would be good if I could finish 2, 3 maybe. I mean, that is really skinny, so I probably can sit down in a couple of hours and read that one. That's only 250 pages. So, if I could finish that one, and then maybe get cracking on another. Don't know what we're thinking here. I hope that you have more, belief in me than I do, because I'm not too sure about this. But hey ho, it's fine. Let's get cracking. Okay, it's time to get cracking on some of the 1+1. It's currently 12:30. I've stopped in the middle of a chapter. Who do I think I am? I obviously got really tired. Okay, let's see how much of the 1+1 I can read today. I'm currently on page 108. So let's see how much I can get cracking on this. Always itchy nose with this hay fever. Oh, right, okay. Okay guys, bit of an update then. I've been sat on my sofa reading The 1+1. It is now 3 o'clock and I don't know what time I filmed that first clip. Was it like 12:30 or something like that? I've had a lunch break to eat my pasta from last night's dinner, and I've also had a cheeky Pepsi Max, because that is like the most caffeine that I really ever drink, apart from when I've been for a run. Sorry, I think I've got food in my teeth. When I've been for a run, I do have a Lucozade, or like half a Lucozade, just to give me a bit of energy and replace electrolytes and all that jazz. But sometimes I do have a cheeky Pepsi Max when I'm tired, and I'll be honest, I'm sat reading, I am tired, so hopefully that will give me a bit more of an energy boost. But I'm now on, I was on page 118 when I last spoke to you, now I'm on 247, so I couldn't tell you how many pages that is. Hold on, let me figure it out. Do you know, I used to be able to do maths like this in my head, but I am too sleepy. 129 pages so far. Not a bad start, hey? Just need to drink a bit more of my Pepsi Max, get a bit of energy, and then read a little bit more of this. I am really enjoying it, so that's good. It's a good thing. It's just so big. It's just so big. But I've read this much. Now, this is the side that I've read. So I've got this side here left to read. Okay, time for another reading update. I'm now on page 359. So this book has about 500 pages in it. I have about 140 left to go, which now I'm thinking that could be achievable today. Apart from the fact I've just seen the family group chat, I've forgot about the quiz. Forgot about family quiz on Zoom. Never mind, that's fine. Won't finish it today. Don't think I can do another 140 pages, but I can try my hardest. I think that even though this book is quite bulky, the writing must just be fairly sizable. My little bookmark, because I'm getting through it quite well. So now I've got this chunk left to read, and to me that looks a lot more than 140 pages, and I bet you would agree with me, but there is an excerpt from another one of her books. Excerpt. Don't know how you say it, which is that much. So let's be honest, that still does not look like 140 pages. Anywho though, so now I've read 241 pages today. I just had to click on my phone screen to get the calculator to come back up. 241 pages so far. If I managed another 140, that would be 380 today. I mean, I don't know, what time is it? 4:30? 20 past 4. I need to go and cook dinner now, which is going to be a stew, because my friend is at work, so that's something that she can easily reheat when she gets back, and I make a cracking stew, if I do say so myself. So I better go and do that, and then hopefully I can get a little bit more reading in before quiz time. Hope the quiz isn't too hard this week, because every week I'm doing it on my own. All my family have other people in the household, and then I've been living alone for like almost all of lockdown until 2 weeks ago when my friend moved in. And, you know, it's really hard to do well on the quiz when you just have one very dyslexic brain who knows things about books. That's also questionable. And nothing else. Books and Disney. Books, Disney and Marvel. I'll give myself a bit of credit there. Oh, and aloe vera plants, because I have about 20 of those in my flat. Maybe I should do a little plant tour. No, nobody wants to see that. No bookworms want to see a little plant tour. My little sunflowers I'm growing, my little aloe plants. Anyway, I digress. Completely off topic now. We're supposed to be talking about the book. So, I'm doing well on my reading today. I would love to be able to finish this, but we shall see how the day goes. I shall update you soon. I'm going to cook my stew. Shall we see what a cheeky time lapse of stew cooking looks like? Although I'll probably get fed up and turn this off after about 10 minutes. So that's great. Also, got my hair up now, so don't mind the little baby hairs behind my ears. Thanks, guys. Hey Alexa, play Love, Death and Dancing by Jack Garrett. Cheeky. Why aren't you listening to me? Alexa, play Love, Death and Dancing by Jack Garrett.
Playing Love, Death and Dancing by Jack Garrett from Apple Music.
She knows. Alexa, turn the music up, please. Thank you. There's a man on top of a conservatory. Anyway, I paused Alexa because I just think that we all need to know. Oh, making a right mess, aren't I? I just feel like you all need to know that Jack Garrett is amazing, and you need to go and search his new album, Love, Death and Dancing, which is what I'm currently listening and vibing to. And it is, I mean, I'm trying to do two things at once, which I struggle to. It is just absolutely amazing, and it is basically, the whole album is basically a story of like his mental health over like the past few years, and like since he brought out his first album, possibly partly when his first album was like released. And the whole album, if you listen to it in order, it is literally a story. It's like a work of art. It's, you know, it's like going to see a performance, apart from for your ears. It's a performance for your ears. So please go and check out Love, Death and Dancing by Jack Garrett. It's on like Apple Music, Spotify and stuff. I actually bought the CD signed edition. Thank you very much, Amazon. It was the same price as the normal one. Even though I don't have a CD player, apart from in my car. So now when I go out in my car, the only thing that I'm allowed to listen to, as in like the only thing that I'll let myself listen to, is his new album, because it is amazing. And the moral of the story is, I hate peeling potatoes. Alexa, play. Okay, we're still on day one of me catching up with my reading. It is now 8:30 in the evening. So I've had my stew, messed up a little bit, put too much stock water in it, but hey ho, it's fine. I just put more gravy granules in. Doesn't matter, it still gave me all the nutrients and filled my stomach, so we're good. Picking this up again, the 1+1. I'm still on page 359. I haven't made any progress in the last 3 hours. I've had dinner and then I did my Zoom call with my family, a little mini quiz. Still very exhausted. My Pepsi Max didn't help earlier, if anyone was wondering. We all know you weren't, but anyway. So I'm just going to sit down now and see what I can get read. Okay, we've come to the end of the first day of me trying to catch up with my books for the month. And what time is it? It's 10:20. I have just finished The 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. I'm amazed that I managed to get through that big old book in one day, although I had read 118 pages before. So I have read 398 pages today, which is not bad going, I don't think. Glad I finished it. I would give it 4 stars. It was quite an enjoyable read, but it wasn't anything that like blew my socks off. You can tell that I'm tired because I've got my tired voice on and I've got the tired look on. I apologise if the lighting is a bit weird. I've got my my desk lamp just here. But yeah, I'm glad I managed to get through that today, and tomorrow we will start a new book, which is exciting, so that's another one towards my list. Let me just do my Goodreads on here, see how many books I'm on. Am I on 30 something now for the year? I think I was, the other day I was 10 ahead of my Goodreads target, so let's see. I finished this book, 4 stars. Give it a moment. 34. I've read 34 books this year. And it says I am 11 books ahead of schedule, 34 out of 50 books for the year. So hopefully in the next 2 days, maybe get another 1 or 2 books finished, and I'll be on 36 books so far in the year. How bloody amazing is that? Like a little reading machine. But I am very tired from all my reading, so, you know, comes with ups and downs and all. Right, so I will see you all tomorrow for day 2. Thank you very much, phone, for doing that. So I will see you all tomorrow for day 2. So I will see you all tomorrow for day 2 of my catching up with my reading. Needs a catchy title than that, really, doesn't it? Needs a much catchier title. I'm not inventive enough for that. Good morning. It is day 2 of catching up with my reading. So what I'm going to start with today, I think, is Pride and Prejudice. Now, my hair is everywhere. This is not one that I'm going to be able to read today. Let's be honest, I'm probably just going to try maybe like 50 pages or so and then switch to one of my other books. I don't think, because I'm not usually a classics person, that I'll be able to focus on this. So I'll give it a go, see how I go. If it gets a bit too much, then I'll just switch to one of my other books for the month. And I do apologise because I've not done my eyebrows today. I just put mascara on and I was like, do you know what? That's enough for YouTube. It's a reading vlog. I don't need to do my full face of makeup, do I? I will admit, it's not going well. I'm just not in the reading mood today. You know, and you just not feeling the vibe, not feeling the reading mood. I want to sit and watch a film, I'll be honest with you. I've got reading to do. So I've started Pride and Prejudice. I feel like I've read a lot of it. I think because it's got this big old introduction and what is the other part? Notes on the text, which means that like all of this accounts for only 40 pages of reading of the actual book because of all of the introduction and everything. But so far I'm enjoying it. This is my first read of Pride and Prejudice. I've never read Jane Austen before. Sorry, I'm a bit fidgety. Let me stand still. So I feel like I've read a lot more than 40 pages, but in the 40 pages that I have read of the actual story, I quite like it. I think that it feels like a lot more is going on, but I guess that it goes straight into the story. And just so you guys know, I've never ever seen Pride and Prejudice either, like the movie adaptation or the book, so I don't actually know what the story is. I know there's a Mr. Darcy and there's a Jane, and that's all the knowledge I have of Pride and Prejudice. So I don't think this is something that I can rattle through quickly, but I might read a little bit more of it today. Definitely read some more of it tomorrow. But 40 pages in, so it's not too bad, really, for a classics when I'm not a classics reader. And then I've picked up The Cottage on Sunshine Beach by Holly Marten. I am now 50 pages into that. See, in half the time it took me to read 40 pages of Pride and Prejudice, I've read 50 pages of this book. What can you say? A dyslexic gal just can't read a classic book, but I'm trying. And like I say, it's good. So 50 pages into this one now, I'm enjoying it. I was right back in with all the characters that I love from the first book. What was the first book called? I only read it last month. The Holiday Cottage by the Sea, that's why I got confused with the name. So The Holiday Cottage by the Sea was the first one, and it's got all the same characters in it, but it's just from a different character's storyline, if that makes sense. So I'm enjoying that. And I already need a snack break. Saying that, I did have lunch hours ago. It's now 4:30, so I'm going to have a cheeky snack, sit down and read a bit more of The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. I just think it's not a very catchy title. That's why I'm struggling to remember what it is. Every time I want to say Holiday Cottage by the Sea. Cheeky little cinnamon bagel with some butter and some jam. This is yummy. Well, now I've got sticky fingers for having a look at that. Thought about that, didn't I? Let's do some reading. If I can stop going on my phone. Lol, that was funny. Ooh, this is juicy. Okay guys, it has now gone 7 o'clock on my second day. I haven't done any more reading on Pride and Prejudice. I'm on page 41. There's one of my hairs in the book, so that's great. 41, and then I'm on page 62 of The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. I've read 103 pages. 103 pages so far. I'm going to sit down now and read a little bit more of this one here because I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm a bit sleepy now. I've really done an awful lot today. So, you know, you just never really wake up properly. It's been one of those days. So I'm going to sit down and read a bit more of this. I might read a bit more of Pride and Prejudice tonight, but I don't expect I will. I feel like I need to be a bit more awake for that one. So, hey ho. Never mind. I've done 40 pages of it and that's not too bad for me for a classic in one day. So I'll do a little bit more of it tomorrow maybe. We shall see. We are at the end of day 2 of 3. I need to sleep. I don't know why I am quite so tired. I've not been sleeping well for a few weeks with the heat and things. I just would really appreciate like a 12-hour sleep, but my body just doesn't want to do it. And also, is the camera wonky? I think it is, isn't it? I feel like I'm doing a video diary. You know, like in those documentaries where you're like undercover. I feel like I'm doing this like, right guys, it's the end of day 2. As I said earlier, I probably wasn't going to read any more of Pride and Prejudice today, and that's fine. I am not a classics person usually, as I've probably said a million times in this video. So to get to page 40 is quite good. So I read 40 pages of that. And then A Cottage on Sunshine Beach. I'll be honest, I could stay up and read this and probably finish it this evening. Well, if I stayed up until like 12 or 1, but I just don't want to. I'm happy to wait for until tomorrow to finish it. And I'd just rather have a shower, get into my PJs, and try and get a good night's sleep. And go to bed at a decent time. Hopefully. Probably not possible, but we'll see. So I've read 134 pages of that, and then I've done the calculations on my phone. So today, is that right? Yes, that's right. I've read 100. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I've read 175 pages today from both of those 2 books, and yesterday I read 398. So, yeah, yesterday was good, today not so much, but still 175 pages is good, but obviously, like, what's that, like 40% or something of what I read yesterday. Such a disappointment. No, I'm kidding, I'm not. So those 2 together is 573. Here's my maths that I prepared earlier. 573 pages so far over the 2 days. I wonder if I'd ever be able to do a 3-day reading vlog where I could read 1,000 pages over 3 days. Ooh. Bear in mind how much I struggled to read today though, I don't know if that's the brightest idea. What do we think? Let me know in the comments if you think I should try and do a 3-day reading vlog and see if I can read 1,000 pages. Definitely wouldn't be picking books like Pride and Prejudice, would I? Because that is not easy reading. I'd be reading books like this because it's very easy reading. Bloody love it. So 573 pages so far. I wonder if I could top that into the 700 region. So tomorrow my plans are couch to 5k run in the morning. I've started that with my friend Emma who's moved in with me. She's at work at the moment, that's why she's not here. So couch 5k run in the morning, and then she'll be going to work in the afternoon, so I'll do a bit more reading. I'm going to make a nice chilli tomorrow. still on furlough. Thankfully still have a job, but on furlough. So fingers crossed that doesn't change. Don't know what else I'm going to do tomorrow. To be quite honest, by the time you've been for a run, you've come back, you've had a shower, you've sat down for a few minutes, done a bit of scrolling, watched a YouTube video, done with chores on Animal Crossing. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I've got a few hours of book reading, cook dinner, maybe sit down, watch TV, or read some more. I honestly do not understand how quickly time goes during isolation. I just don't get it. Like, I feel like I'm on some fast kind of roller coaster, even though my brain is going at bloody 5 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour mind, but life is like running by me at like 50 miles an hour, 500 miles an hour. If I was clever enough, I'd be able to put a crown on my head. Oh, that's a halo. A crown on my head to crown me the queen of drama. Drama queen! Yeah, 500 miles an hour is how quick life is going. I'm kidding, it's not really. Anyway, obviously I'm delirious. Obviously I do not cope well in the evenings or when I've been sat reading all day. I've not even been reading all day, I've just been reading all afternoon. I just get into such a potato mode when I've sat reading. Is that right? Is that correct English? When I've been sat reading. When I have been sat reading. It makes me just feel very tired and sleepy, and I don't know why. I think this is why I'm not one of those people who can read 100 books in a year, because it just makes me so sleepy. I don't like to be sleepy all the time. Sometimes I like to have energy. I'm ready to party! Who knows what film that is from? We are now on day 3 of my reading vlog. It is already 2:30, so this morning I went for a run, which is why my hair looks a bit not ideal. I went for a run. What else have I done? I don't know where the day's going. Oh, I started reading a bit more of Pride and Prejudice, so I'm working my way a little bit more through that. I'm going to do a little bit more of that now, and then hopefully today I'll be able to finish. Oh my god, I can't remember what that book's called, can I? Cottage by the Holiday Sea. The Holiday Cottage by the Sea. The Cottage by the Holiday Sea. Holiday Cottage by the Sea. Is that what it's called? Guys, I don't actually know. I know it's a really skinny book. Anyway, I'll hopefully finish that one today and then read a bit more of Pride and Prejudice. I wonder, depends how my motivation goes. Maybe I could reach 100 pages of Pride and Prejudice today. I think it's only like a 300-400 page book once you take out all of the like introduction and the referencey section, stuff like that. So potentially achievable, potentially. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. But yeah, that's my plans for the day. Not really going to do much else, to be honest. Just because these 3 days I really am focusing on my reading. I promise I do other things with my life. But just not on the 3 days that I'm trying to get through my reading. Oh, I've also painted my nails this morning. So if you notice that there's nail polish on my skin, don't judge me. I'm just waiting for it to dry properly so that I can satisfyingly, so that in a satisfying way I can peel it off my skin. There we go. I just need to learn how to speak English, don't I? Anyway, see you later, guys. I'm just sat on the sofa now, and I just want to take a moment to appreciate how lovely cloth-bound books are. So I've got the what do you call it? A box set of the Jane Austen books that I asked my dad to get me for Christmas, and literally only because they're pretty. Like, as you know, I don't read classics, so now I've got them, I need to try and get into them. But I just think this is so gorgeous. Sorry, that's probably so juddery. It's just so nice, and like these just feel so cute. Well, I think what would make this book is for it to have gold sprayed edges. You know, I love a sprayed edge. And I just love that they've got, you know, they're a bookmark thing in them. And I don't always use it on a hardback book. But on this, I am using it because, I'll turn you around actually. But on this I am actually using it because it just seems really handy, and I don't want to put a bookmark in and then to kind of ruin the pages or the spine at all. So yeah, I just think that this is just so pretty. I'd love for all of my books to be cloth bound. Like, how cool would that be? Very cool is the answer. Okay, guys and gals. Let's be honest, probably mostly gals. Apart from my best mate. I don't know if any guys watch this. Anyway, I've had a video call with my personal tutor from university. Yes, I have finished university, but I just had a video call with her. And now I'm just sat down to work some stuff out on my laptop. I need to take these contact lenses out because they're not, what would you call them? They don't go in the big boiling pot of good reading. Does that make sense? If I had like a big cauldron of like things that I put in there to make a magic potion, I don't know why I'm like so robotic, a magic potion of like all the reading in a day, contact lenses would not go in there because they're dry as hell. My eyes are like, let me blink, where's the moisture? So I need to take these out in a minute. I'll just do some things on my laptop first, take my contact lenses out, and then do some more reading. I think I've read 20 so or more pages of Jane Austen. I won't add that to the official count because I'm not 100% sure. But I really want to sit down and read my Holly Marten book. So I'll do that. And me jiggling the table right now with my leg, I hope hasn't been moving you around. Hey ho, we'll find out later, won't we? We will find out. Sorry as well, you got my exercise bike and hula hoop in the background. Bought that hula hoop from Asda. Realised it's nothing like the one I had as a child. And subsequently, didn't use it again because I can't do it. Need to buy a weighted one if I want to be a professional hula hooper. Can you imagine? Oh no! Oh, I just closed something I didn't want to close. I wanted to keep watching that YouTube video of Sophie B books. Come on, Sophie, where are you? Sorry, I closed you down. So I am now watching Sophie B books, who is my little bookstagram buddy and Animal Crossing buddy, because like we're both those people who have spent lockdown reading and playing Animal Crossing. When else are you going to be able to do this in life? Just escape the real world and go and work on your own island. Catch fish all day, get the bugs with the old net, be in millions of pounds worth of debt to a raccoon. What more could you want in life? Hi Sophie. This is her new weekly reading vlog.
So after I'm done with the Switch,
such a great book. Keep reading.
I'd quite like to read On the Come Up by Andy.
Oh, I want to read that one too. Now, that is a book that I do want to order, but should I be ordering any more books? My mum will watch this and say no. Yes, mum, books are good for your soul. Shall we just take a moment for the fact that I, earlier in this vlog, called this book The Holiday Cottage by the Sea. That is one of Holly Marten's books, but it's not this one. I read that one last month. Obviously, I enjoyed The Holiday Cottage by the Sea so much that I now physically cannot remember the name of this book, no matter how many times I tried to say it out loud on a vlog. The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. In one ear and out the other, I tell you. I can't. I actually cannot. So we now come to the end of my 3-day reading vlog. I look like an exhausted bookworm, and I don't know why, because all I've been doing is reading. Why is reading quite so tiring? I've just finished The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. I loved it. I loved it. It was so nice. This is such a small, easy to read, lovely book, and I think I might even rate it as a 5-star on Goodreads, you know? Do you know what? I'm going to do just that. So I finished that one, and then I haven't read any more of Pride and Prejudice since this morning. I don't know why, I'm just so tired at the moment. I don't know whether it's the pollen or my lack of sleep. I couldn't possibly say. I don't know. But I probably could read a little bit more tonight. It's 8 o'clock and I've decided to stop reading. You know, I just want some time off. I have done 3 days of reading, so I deserve to have a break. So today I have read 33 pages of Pride and Prejudice. I've got it written down on my phone here. And 127 pages of Cottage on Sunshine Beach. Woo, struggle to say that because I'm sleepy. The Cottage on Sunshine Beach, and then together 33 pages from that one and 127 pages from that one is 160. I'll be honest with you, I feel like I've read a lot more than 160 pages today. Like 160 does not sound like a lot, but I feel like all I've done is read. So with yesterday's total, which was 573 over the first 2 days, I'm up to 733 pages. Words, I was going to say. I wouldn't read many pages if that's the amount of words I was reading, would I? Over the 3 days, I've read 733 pages, which, let's be honest, could have been 3 complete books. Well, you know, what did I read? Do you know what? This has been the longest 3 days. I can't even remember what book I was reading at the beginning of this video. It was the 1+1, wasn't it? I'm trying to look at my little book stack. So, hold on, let me grab it. Okay. So, I need to be a bit more organised with this, really, don't I? I'm not built for this reading vlog malarkey. So, over the 3 days then, I have finished the 1+1. I think that's what's really got my total up to 733, really, hasn't it? It is slightly annoying me that I'm so close to 750. Like, 733 is just that little bit, like, if I could just read a little bit more, I could get to 750. It'd be like a nice round number. But I don't want to read anymore. I don't. I want a break. I want to have a nice bath. And I can't take this into the bath, can I? Because I'm clumsy, I'll drop it, and then it'll be ruined. Can't take a cloth-bound book into the bath. Never mind. So over the 3 days then, I finished the 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. I really liked that. I've now finished The Cottage on Sunshine Beach. Again, really enjoyed that. I love Holly Marten. Go and read one of her books because they are lovely. An utterly gorgeous, feel-good romantic comedy. That is exactly how I'd describe it, and this is exactly what it says on the front of the book. They do actually make you laugh, the books. 74 pages into Pride and Prejudice then, which is good. I feel like it's one that I started reading on the beginning of both days, and then once I switched to my other book, I didn't really go back to it. So I think it might be one of those, although I don't know, the way that I'm reading it, I don't know whether that would be quick enough to finish it by the end of the month. So I might need to up my page reading on this a little bit each day. What date are we on today? 22nd. So I have 8 days left in the month. No, it'll be 7 by the time it's tomorrow, won't it? 7 days left in the month. So I think it'll work fine. I'll be able to maybe 50 pages of this day or so, maybe a little bit more some days. And to be honest, that was... Oh no, I have got another book left to read. Oh, goodness me. That's fine. I might be able to go in between, but this might just be a month where I don't read the 8. But I was being quite optimistic with 8 just because I read that much last month. But hey ho, doesn't matter. I've still done very good in the past 3 days, reading 733 pages. Little round of applause for me. Thank you. Thanks. Do a little, what do you call it, a little curtsy with my play suit on. That wouldn't work so well, would it? I do hope you've liked the video. You've seen a bit more of the natural, au naturel me with no makeup apart from mascara on, and I think I did my eyebrows on the first day. And since then, you've probably thought, gosh, where's that gal's eyebrows gone? This is what happens when you're a ginger and you get fair hair. Apart from on your head, where it's like you're just kind of on fire. Well, that's what it looks like when the sun shines on my hair anyway, which is kind of cool. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see another video like this, because it takes a lot of time and effort and I've really enjoyed doing it. But if no one likes it, then, you know, it'll probably be a waste of my time to do it again. But I've really enjoyed filming it, and I'm going to try and challenge myself a little bit with the editing, which hopefully you will see that I've managed to learn how to do new things. And just know that I will be in pain doing them because I cannot do technology. So if I've done new things on my edit, then just know I tried really hard. I tried really hard. That's all I can say. Thank you all very much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!